So this is going to be fun. You're kind of like a virgin to this, so we're going to just have a good time with it.
Let's go.
All
Don't
right.
get to be a virgin very often.
No, there you go. It's always the first time for me.
Hello.
Hey, Colby. How are you?
I'm doing
How are you?
I'm doing well. Let me lift this up.
Yeah, I got to lift mine up, too, because I cut my head off. Is my head still cut off?
That
or
works. Nope. You're good.
Good, right?
Yep.
Right. You gotta love it, right? It takes 5 minutes to like adjust just to get everything right.
Of course. You know, it's 2021 and we still can't just like adjust where our camera is and zoom in, zoom out. With all this money they're making, what are they doing?
I don't get it. I mean, they give us a square like this, you know what I mean? For like, hello. Some people have a big head. Like, what are you gonna do? So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate this.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's going to be our first Reading the King. We've done Reading the Queen a few times. A lot of my followers have been on here. They've been watching me do Reading the Queen, and they've been enjoying it. So it's been fun. So we're switching it up a little bit. We're giving some different eye candy for the people. So I think it's going to be fun. And we're going to just tune in and see what information comes through.
I'm ready. I purposefully did not go back and like look at anything because I wanted to come in with a completely like blank, open mind to just see what you had for me.
Yeah, I think that's great because when I tune into your aura, it'll take me all through different avenues. You know, some of it might be remedial, some of it might be a little more complex, some of it might stir up some emotion, you know, that you might have had deep-seated from a while back, and then we'll see what kind of other spirits or loved ones might be around you as well, providing you some information, you know, which is always a fun thing as well. So have you ever had a psychic or mediumship reading before to this degree?
Not to this degree, and not this comprehensive.
Okay.
Just, you know, I had a brief, there was like a dinner party where we each had like 10 minutes. And I even had to share with my boyfriend at the time. So, you know, I'm just going to say no because I've never had this level of
okay.
reading.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a journey. And then we'll open it up to people. Hey, Tammy, we'll open it up to people who might want a card. So usually at the end, people who have been following me and watch me, they know I do cards at the end, and I'll pull cards for people if they would like a short message. And we make it a little more interactive, and it's kind of fun that way.
Cool.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So what I'll do is I usually look off to the side as I'm reading because that's how I connect. So I always look off to the right. Hi, Alvo. Thanks for joining. And then we'll just kind of take it from there. I'll see what information comes through. Like I said, a lot of time the information might be a little remedial, but then it'll pick up and we'll just take it from there. Okay. So I'm just going to start connecting. Before I do so, I always like to ask permission. Do you allow me to connect with you? And you are frozen.
1 second. Yep. Sorry. I was fixing an internet thing. Now we could be good. Getting all the kinks out now.
Get them out, girl. Get them out now. Exactly. I get it. All right. So this is going to be fun. You're kind of like a virgin to this, so we're going to just have a good time with it.
Let's go.
All
Don't
right.
get to be a virgin very often.
No, there you go. It's always the first time for everything. All right. Do you allow me to connect with you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. All right. So the first thing that I want to say is that I feel that right now, this point in time, regarding celebratory for you, the number 3 is very, very significant. So would you understand the number 3 in regards to a celebratory time of your life?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it has 2 separate meanings, to be honest with you. They keep showing me the number 3, 3, and 3. So I actually said it 3 times. So I feel like 3 means something, 3 and 3 as well. So would you understand 3, 3, and 3?
Yeah. So, I mean, once before a friend did this numerology thing. So my birthday is March 21st. So
okay.
3 and then 21. 2 plus 1, 3. And they told me that those numbers very much ruled my life and sort of how everything has fallen into place. So yeah,
Yeah.
3 has always been kind of one of my numbers.
I do feel 3 is a very strong number for you, and it definitely is something that you should really hold on to and cling on to. But age-wise as well, is the number 3 in your age as well? Because I feel like the number 3 is
33. I'm
so
30,
I feel, yeah, so I feel like the number 3 right there, I mean, this is like a really significant year for you because like you said, March is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, then you have 3, 3. Yes, like Tina says, 3, 3, 3, angel numbers, beautiful time for you for growth and expansion. So I really think that's really, really important to acknowledge, okay? So that's the first thing that I'm getting. I also want to say that I feel in your aura that you had a lot of movement in your life. So I want to say that I feel like you kind of returned back to where you started. Does that make sense? Okay, but I do feel movement, and I feel movement that you would have lived in a couple of different areas. I'm being drawn to the center or west of the U.S. all the way to the west, and then coming back around almost. So I feel almost like, nowhere. I don't feel anything on east. I feel more west or south part of where you would have moved. And I do feel probably 4 to 5 different states that you would have lived in.
Yeah, very true. I am from Louisiana. From there, I moved to Texas. Then I moved to Los Angeles, then to San Diego, then Denver. And now I am living back with my family right now in Louisiana, helping take care of them. So yeah, I have come back.
Wow. So you are definitely, yeah. So I do feel full circle kind of a moment for you, but I also feel that being back home is also somewhat stirring up memories or bringing back old memories of when you were younger that may have not always been the best or the most pleasant of times for you. Does that also make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. I feel like struggle when you were younger, and I feel that, when it was not easy growing up. I do feel like where you grew up, I do feel that times were different, and the way that we look upon things were also different. And I feel that you knew at a very young age that you needed to get yourself out of there, that there was definitely a higher or different movement for you, and you needed to do something about that. So does that all make sense to you?
That's very true.
Okay. I feel like you tried to make it work, though. For some reason, they're telling me that you tried to make it work before. So it's like you had an aha moment or something happened where there was an aha moment, I feel, that changed your life and took you or plucked you. I feel like you literally were plucked out of where you were, okay? But I do feel like you tried to make it work up until that point. And I do feel blue collar for some reason. So I don't know. I feel like there's something with hands or something with getting dirty, or you did some type of job while you were there that would have been a blue collar kind of job. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, so my first job out of college, I worked in the oil field. And that was right before I came out. And I figured out and accepted the fact that I was gay while I was there. And then that's what led me to get fired and like lose everything and have to start my life all over.
Right. Do you feel, though, I feel for some reason, though, that I feel like they're showing me the cat out of the bag early. The cat was let out of the bag early. Do you feel that, can you understand that they're showing me like the cat out of the bag? So I feel like, and I feel like it came out when you were saying that you announced that you were gay or they let you go because you were gay. But something about the cat out of the bag, and I feel like that affected you tremendously, and they're showing me this. And I feel like this also was a pivotal or turning point for you. And I feel like it stirred up a lot of emotion and also some mental breakdown to a certain degree there as well for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Whenever I came out, like the day after my first experience with a guy, I came out to my mom and my closest friends, and I just came out swinging. And then from there, I just moved and jumped headfirst into the whole gay community. Because, down here, it's a very Catholic conservative area. And I just convinced myself that being gay wasn't an option. So for so long, I just repressed that side of myself. And then whenever I finally accepted it, I like really accepted it. I didn't wait. And I just, when the cat came out of the bag, I just came full force.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like it was a moment for you to realize, though, that you needed to do this. Does that also make sense to you? Because I don't feel like, so kind of, I feel like I'm hearing that it helped you, but it also set you back a little bit, like, because you weren't prepared fully. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I got fired, you know, they figured it out. I lost everything.
Yeah.
And it was an incredibly well-paying job. And I, of course, at 22, did not expect like, oh, suddenly everything's going to be ripped away from you. So I
Yeah.
did not make the smartest financial decisions. So I lost everything. And it's when the economy has really tanked. So finding a job was not easy. And so, yeah, I mean, I was broke. I didn't really have much going on. And I had to figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Okay, makes sense. I do want to say that that was also a time where you started to figure out a little bit, though. I'm getting something with, I feel like battling, or still sometimes even till this day, battling self-esteem. Would you understand? Because I'm hearing self-esteem, self-esteem, and I still feel like even today, with who you are and the way that you've paved your way, you always feel like you're still battling. Like you always feel like you could do better, or you're under a microscope. Self-esteem is coming up a lot. So I do feel like that's really been an issue for you, and it's always been an issue for you. So I'm getting something with self-esteem. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, growing up, I was never the attractive one or anything like that. I was picked on tremendously. I was always the shortest and pale and shaggy hair and just not that guy. And, you know, in this position, people see through the lens of social media and think that, oh, these pictures, they like have to believe that they're gorgeous and everything's perfect. And what a lot of people don't realize is getting so much feedback, positive or negative, from social media
Mm-hmm.
adds a certain self-awareness and self-consciousness of always being compared to the best you ever were, being
Yeah.
perfect, and every little flaw being called out. And yeah, it is definitely something that I have struggled with a lot
Yeah.
over the years. And I have definitely made a lot of progress in accepting myself for who I am, doing the work that I want for myself to be the person that I want. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a battle.
I feel like it's been, yeah, and I feel like there's a couple of things that I feel when I pick up on you. Like, I feel like you also suffer from like mild anxiety. I feel anxiety sometimes when I'm around you. So I feel like you're someone that gets anxious very easily or can get nervous, even though you put yourself in situations where you're in the limelight and you always know how to turn it on. I do feel like you still get anxious, or you just mask it really, really well. I also feel like there's something about you that showed me a light switch, light switch. So I don't know if this is something that you've always dealt with, but I am getting something with a mood swing situation with you as well. So I do feel like you can.
I have bipolar disorder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So there's
and I depression and anxiety, dealt with that since I was a kid.
so you have it all.
Nail
So
on the head.
yeah, so you pretty much are dealing with it. Yeah, I understand. But I think that you're channeling it. So I'm getting something about channeling it. So I feel like what you do is you take this energy, you take this depression, you channel it into a way to help others. So I feel like there's something about you where you actually try to help other people, show them you can get through it by dealing with things. And there's something about you that I just feel like you're, I don't know if it's volunteering or like an activist, or there's something where I feel like you do something where you're helping others though to get by, or to learn more, be aware. Something about awareness, opening up people's awareness, you know what I mean, for the community. So I feel like you feel it's important to give back is kind of what I'm getting as well, that this is part of just what you feel like you should do with your platform. Does that make sense to you? Because that's what I'm feeling.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have always strongly believed that having this platform, that unless I'm using it to make other people's lives better, then it's completely pointless. When I die, the number of likes and comments I have on anything is not going to matter. The impact I want to leave on the world is that I left it in a better place than I found it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I love that. And I think that you're starting to pave a path. You know, you're creating your own way. I feel like what's happening and what I see for you is that, and if you're already now starting to do this, I feel that an entrepreneurial vibe is starting to develop or start to happen. So you're becoming not only a brand, but you're becoming an entrepreneur, I feel. And I do feel growth coming. And I feel like that's also coming. And there's people around you, I already feel them coming closer, that have an entrepreneurial vibe about them as well in the past, okay, who are in spirit, who are also channeling and working with you to bring the vibe through as well. So I feel that this is already ingrained in you. So what you're doing is not only you, but I do feel like you're also like getting a download of information from others on the other side with this. I don't think it's unusual for people in your family. I get strong vibe of male vibe with entrepreneurial backgrounds. Okay, does that make sense to you? You don't go into it, but does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say strong love and support from mom. So I do feel mom is energetically around you, tied to you very, very closely. So I do feel like you and mom have a very, very good connection. I feel that you have a great conversation with each other. Support is there 100%, always has been there. You will do anything for her. She will do anything for you. I feel like you kind of just have each other is kind of the feel that I have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. They're showing me mom to be holiday time. So celebratory for mom around Christmas. I'm getting around Christmas time. Would you understand Christmas being important for mom?
Yeah. Christmas, but her birthday is 3 days after Christmas.
Okay. Right. So they're showing me that. So I think it's really, really important. And like you, they're showing me that. So you said you were 33?
Mm-hmm.
They're showing me the double the number for mom as well. So does mom have a double same digit number? Because they're saying double number twice. Does that make sense to you?
Her birthday is 12/28/65.
Age-wise, age. Do you know how old she is?
She's what, 55 now?
55. There's a double digit.
Yeah.
So I'm getting
the
double digit again. Okay, so they're showing me the double digit for mom. That's interesting. I love that. I feel mom's a very hard worker as well. Would you understand that mom's a hard worker, that she's always done what she needs to do to support? She has that, again, that she's almost like a workhorse kind of a woman. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. I do feel that she also does kind of like a blue collar job when I tune into her. I do feel open space with mom. So I do feel vast area of land or very, very open area of land when I tune into her. I feel animals for some reason as well. So I don't know if she works with animals or does something with animals, but I feel like there's animals around mom.
Yeah, we have a horse farm and raise and breed horses. She's injured now, but yes, we live on a farm, have horses, dogs, all sorts.
I love that. I love that. And I feel like you and mom resemble as well, is what they're telling me. So I feel like you kind of look alike or kind of share same features. Does that also make sense to you?
Yeah, we do look similar. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I get mom remarried. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, she did.
Okay. I feel this man is older than mom as well. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, by 15 years.
That's okay. That's definitely older.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would know this or not, but I'm not going to bring this person through too strongly, but they are coming through because they are giving me information about this man. Would you understand that this man's father would be in spirit?
Which man's father?
Your mom's remarried husband.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting an A for this individual. Would you understand that his name would begin with the letter A?
No.
You want to know him?
With an A? No.
A, February. Passed in February. Would you know if he passed in February?
I did have a grandfather that I wasn't close to that passed in February.
Okay. But hold on. That's not who this is. I'm getting an A. Artie. An Artie. Do you understand? Do you know if his name was Artie? Artie, Arthur, Artie, something like that?
Oh, that's my stepdad's father.
Yes.
He passed years ago. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So that would be your mom's new husband's father?
Yeah, father. He passed years ago.
Yeah. So this man is coming through. He's mentioning February. Okay, and he's telling me Art. So Artie.
Yeah.
Close enough. Okay, so he is here. So just message for your stepfather would be just to open communication up to him again, is what I'm hearing. Open communication up to him. So if you talk to your stepfather or if you see him or whatnot, just say open communication back up, all right, because he is coming through. I do get that this man passed like 13 or 14, 15 years ago. Does that make sense to you? It's been quite some time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel this connection from father. Does that make sense to you? Like your father?
Uh-huh. What about him?
I feel disconnection. Do you understand that?
Disconnection?
Yeah. feel like this man beats to his own drum. I do get that this man is educated, though. Would you understand educated?
Mm-hmm.
I do feel that he lives, though, relatively close to you. So I want to say that he's in proximity of where you are. Does that also make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting the same letter for him. So I feel like they're showing me M&Ms. So I feel like M&Ms are important for him. Would you understand that?
Yeah, his name is Michael.
Okay.
And last name Melvin. So
Well,
yeah.
right. Yeah. I do feel like this man is like different than you. So I get like hippie kind of vibe. Hippie kind of about nature or hunting and like aggressive things. Would you understand that about him?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like there's healing that needs to be done here with this man, though. Would you understand that as well? Because I do feel like you have unresolved. There's like unresolved issues. I'm getting that there is communication. I feel unsettled when I bring him up around you. So I feel like it's a topic that is very, very sore for you. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I feel like his personality, I feel like when you were growing up was not the best as well. So I feel I'm getting something with verbal. Would you understand some verbal abuse?
Yeah.
Because I do feel verbal abuse. I feel like this all kind of led also to the molding of who you are and the direction and the trajectory of your life. I'm going to say, you know, whatever healing you can do to kind of let it go, because I feel like it's in your aura still, in the soul of the body. So I feel like what you need to do is however you can process and release it will help you to just kind of let it go. And it will help you to open yourself up to receive more abundance as well and let more in, because if we hold on to this anxiety and to this feeling, it's going to hold you back. Okay. So I just feel like it's more for you to do that. Okay. I do want to say that there are men that are around you, like I said. So there is 3 people in spirit that are around you. I'm not going to touch more on your stepdad's father, but I do feel like there are 3 men that are around you. One of them is very, very strong. I do want to say this is mom's dad. Okay, would you understand mom's dad? Okay.
Yeah.
The first thing that he's showing me is quite significant. I don't know why he's showing me this, but he's showing me like a cow or like a bull or some type of animal on something like that. And I just feel like it's important. I don't know if he lived on a ranch or
his nickname was Bull.
Oh, okay, because they're showing me this cow or this bull. I don't know if he like tended to cows or bulls on the ranch, but he's showing me these animals. Okay. So he's telling me that he kind of lived a pretty significant life. He feels very, very accomplished with his life. He's saying that he was shy of almost making it. I want to say he almost made it to like 80 or almost made it to 85. So it's one of those 2 numbers where he almost made it to one of those. Does that make sense to you? Would you understand that? Okay.
It was just shy of his 80th birthday.
Okay. All right.
He passed away.
Okay. Yeah, because they're bringing me up. He's bringing me up to coming around the celebratory time. So I want to say that we're very, very close to both passing and death. Okay. And I am being drawn either end of July or somewhere in the beginning of August.
Yeah. That's
okay.
When it happened, the very beginning of August.
Okay.
That's coming up on 1 year.
Okay. I do feel like this man was very, very entrepreneurial. So I do feel like he was someone that really was a businessman. He really knew how to get things going. Very, very dedicated to work. Very dedicated to what he did. Why do I feel like he almost did the same thing that your father does? Would you understand that? Were their fields kind of almost very, very similar? I'm getting something with like...
As my stepfather, yes. It's the same field.
That's so amazing. Okay. And he's telling me that he was very accomplished. He owned his own business. Would you understand that he owned his own business and that he owned it for like 20 to 25 years? He's telling me 20, 25 years. I owned this business for quite a very long time. I do get that he was a very, very religious man, very dedicated to faith as well. Would you understand that with him? So very about Catholic faith, very about religion, okay? Mm-hmm. He's very, very much, he's telling me that if he would have still been here, he would not have really believed fully in all of this. But now being on the other side, he truly does understand and believe in how the communication can happen. He's very grateful for the moment. I'm getting a lot of gratitude to be able to come through and communicate, because he never really would have thought that anyone in your family would have ever done something like this, to open up a chain of communication where he's able to come through and provide some type of message, okay? He is telling me that he had children, all right? So I do want to say children, but he's breaking it up in half. So I feel like there's two sets of children. Would you understand two sets of children? So I don't know if like some were his and then some were like possibly from somebody else, but he showed me two sets of children. Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to say equal. So I do feel like boy, girl is kind of what he's showing me. Pairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm seeing pairs. Grandmother. I get a B for grandma. Do you understand the letter B for grandma?
Yeah.
Okay. Show me that he was kind of like a stockier man. Would you understand stockier man? I do feel like we talked about like not fitting our head on the camera, and he's kind of like telling me my face would have never fit on this little square.
That would be true.
Okay, so he's like, my head, I had like a big head. He's saying, I had a big head. Oh my God, it's so funny. He did have a smile though.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would know who this person is, but he's kind of bringing me to, did you ever watch the old Batman movies?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Joker?
Yeah.
Cesar Romero?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, he's showing me that he looks similar to that. Would you understand that a little bit?
The old one? I can see the, yeah.
Okay. Because that's kind of what he's like referencing almost. It's really quite funny. He's saying that you get the hardworking gene and that your mom gets the hardworking gene from him. So it's like being passed down. You know what I mean? So he's very proud of who you are. I think he's around you very strongly. He is saying, though, that you don't communicate or don't reach out. I do feel like you connected with him, though. Would you understand that? So
Yeah.
I felt like there was a good relationship with him. And at his, I mean, he passed recently is kind of what I'm feeling. So I'm not feeling like it's been too long. I don't even feel like it's been a year yet. So I do feel like it's still kind of a fresh wound for a lot of people in the family. Does that also make sense? I feel like mom is still processing it as well. I feel like mom still has her moments where she does a breakdown. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's about communication with him, though, more is what I'm hearing. So I just feel like when you're feeling like things are not going your way, you're trying to branch out or build or be entrepreneurial or build the brand, to put things in his hands, to reach out to him. He can help you from the other side and do things that are going to really help you a lot more. So I don't know if you reach out to him. I don't feel like you communicate with him as much as you would have when he was here. I don't know if you would have ever thought about doing this, or maybe you would not even think about doing it. But I think it's important for you to understand and to do that.
Okay.
There is other grandfather who is also coming forward, just so you know. So I mean, I know that you touched upon it a little bit. I don't know if you know much about him, but I do feel like this would be your dad's dad as well. He's also stepping forward as well. I also feel like this man kind of was also kind of full-faced as well. Would you understand that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him since I was a little kid.
All right. I do want to just say a couple of things with him because he's coming through, that he is saying that he is also very entrepreneurial. He's telling me he also ran a business or owned a business as well. Would you understand that? Would you know that?
I don't know too much about him.
Okay. All right. I am telling entrepreneurial, running a business. All right. So that kind of falls in the vein with who you are as well. And I get military background very, very strong with him. Would you understand military background?
Yeah, he was in the military. I know that.
Okay. He's showing me something about planes or flying planes. So something with planes or Air Force. So I feel like Air Force is very, very strong for him. All right. So I want you to understand that. About discipline. He feels like you have discipline. And just be aware that just because you may have not seen him or communicated with him much on this earth, okay, doesn't mean that they're not still around you and they still do not support you. You still are a grandchild, so they'll still do whatever they can to help you and do what they can to bring you love and light, okay? So I'm just going to let him go because you don't know much about him. But he is coming through with strength around you, okay? And again, with that entrepreneurial vibe, just building upon that, all right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're going to know this person either, but I am getting another male around you in spirit as well. I don't feel this is an older man, though. This individual would have passed at a very, very young age. He's telling me younger age, so I feel like 50s. Okay, I do feel like it's a male, and I am getting a G for his name, G. He would have passed, he's showing me your mother's age. So he's saying mom's age. So he passed at your mom's age. Okay, he is saying quickness with the passing as well, so it happened quite fast. Saying hippie kind of vibe as well, so he's kind of like a hippie. Something about enjoying golf. So he did like golf and travel. I am being drawn to Louisiana for him as well. Would you know who this would be?
Nothing is ringing a bell.
Let me see if he gives me anything else. Well, he's saying M, last name M. So this would be an M. I'm going to say this might be an uncle.
Oh, yeah, actually. My uncle did pass away.
I do feel uncle.
Yeah.
I'm going to say uncle. He's saying
Glenn.
Uncle M. Uncle M. Would
Yeah.
you understand that? Did he pass? He's saying around your mom's age.
Glenn, last
Okay.
name Melvin. But yeah, Glenn. He
Okay.
passed very young from cancer.
Okay. Yeah, he's saying very quickly. He's saying quickness with his passing. Would you understand that it happened very quick? It progressed very fast?
Yeah.
Because he's saying fast, 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 snapping his fingers very quickly. So he's coming around. So I don't get like an entrepreneurial vibe from him at all. I get more of like a leisure, relaxed kind of lifestyle with this man. I do feel though that he did work very, very hard and did work at one place. Saying I worked very hard, very long, very dedicated. I feel like at one place, like he just had one job and he just did it forever. Does that make sense to you? Okay. He's like, I've been there my whole life. He's like, basically my whole life until I died I was like this job. Does that make sense? Because he's just kind of like, it was all I ever knew, all I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
So I do get the hardworking vibe as well, but I do get more of a leisure, kind of lackadaisical vibe about him as well, though. Would you understand about him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You have like a lot of men in spirit. They're all surrounding you, but I think it's all coming through for more of a boost and like a strength vibe for you to uplift and move you along through what you need to do. And I feel like whenever you feel like your strength is depleting, it's like call upon us, call upon us. So again, just know that if you have not spoken to these people, doesn't mean that they're not still there to help you or to help guide you or to work with you, because they're in your aura. They're people that are your family, you know what I mean? So they're always going to be there, whether you communicated with them or not. They're going to try to help you as best as they can. But there's just a lot of men. I feel like you have more men on the other side than you do women. Does that make sense to you? I feel like there's a lot of men.
Yeah.
I do want to say both grandfathers, I feel, passed very recently, though.
Yeah, in the past year.
Yeah, so it's like quickness with both of them as well. I do feel like your one grandfather, though, he's still here. Your mom's dad is the strongest, and he's saying that he did pass very relaxed. He's telling me that he got to pass comfort of his own home. Comfort of his own home. Would you understand that? So he's very, very grateful for that not many people have that luxury, okay? Because it's like they're battling up there. I don't even know if they knew each other, but I don't feel like they really got along very well. Your two grandfathers, did they know each other? Would you know?
Not really.
Okay. I just feel like they don't really get along very well because they're like kind of fighting about how they died, which is quite interesting to me. But like, one is saying he passed in his own home.
Yeah.
And I want to see if you have any questions for me.
No, I mean, there's, it's bringing back, realizing how many people, in addition to this, that, you know, friends of the gay community that have passed, especially in recent years, how many people, just around me. And yeah, it was definitely some stuff that, I mean, you couldn't have known. So,
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And I just want you to understand that whenever we feel that we're like losing it a little bit, or we feel like we're disconnecting from ourselves, it's always really, really nice to be able to reach out and just communicate with our loved ones in spirit, whether it's family or friends, anyone that we know. It's good to put problems in their hands. They can help us so much more on the other side than we are able to do here on this earth. So it's always nice to be able to reach out and do that. So I really encourage you to, when you're feeling a struggle coming on, to really just reach out and connect with them. It's always really important to do that. All right. I just feel something about like a disconnection slightly with intimacy or with current relationship. Does that make sense to you?
A certain level with intimacy, I can understand.
I'm getting something with intimacy. I feel like there's something with intimacy where it is, I'm feeling a disconnection or a struggle or not seeing an eye-to-eye situation. I just feel like there's just something there where it's sitting and it's feeling a little bit heavy for me. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel like it's on you as well. So I do feel like that's something that maybe sit with or work on or see how we can adjust or kind of work on that. I just feel for some reason a slight disconnection though with the relationship. I don't understand why I'm feeling a disconnection. Would you understand that?
Yeah, I mean, the nature of doing sex work creates a business aspect and then a personal aspect of a relationship that, you know, it's sometimes hard to keep each world separate. So, I mean, that's just kind of a struggle and nature of the industry.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting though off of your energy from him is that I feel like you're processing it though a lot better and handle it better than he can handle it. Does that make sense to you? And I feel like as much as you try to include or bring into the world, there's something that's a holdback. I'm getting a guardedness or a holdback that doesn't want to fully commit or give in. So I just feel like the commitments are different to a certain degree is what I'm kind of getting. Taking aside what you do and how it's done. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yeah.
So I think it's just really important. I think communication, I'm hearing communications. I feel communication is really going to be very key importance as you move forward, trying to make the relationship, keep it up. It's going to be really, really important to do that. So I'm just going to leave it with that. I do want to say that I do feel someone for him as well around you. So I do feel like he might have lost someone that was very important as well, family member. I'm also getting kind of grandfather vibe for him or a great grandfather vibe for him. I don't know if you would know if someone recently passed within time frame or not, but I do feel it around you. So I'll leave it with that. If he wants to connect, I can always help him out with that. But I do feel like there's someone for him that would like to connect on that level.
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay. I do feel like this man lived, I'll just give you a little bit, man, he's saying he lived very, very late in age. I'm getting like 90s. So I feel like this man lived a very, very long life, but was very, very loved by family. Family was, like, you know, we have the matriarch of the family. He was like the male matriarch of the family, almost is what I feel. He was like the glue, and I do feel like he was recently plucked away or taken out, and I feel that it was kind of sad because such a family situation, and I feel like the family couldn't really be fully what they needed to do. I'm getting like weird vibes from him, what he's telling me. So if he would like to find out more information, I can always help him with that. But he is around him, and he is around you because of the aura being there. So I just want to let you know that.
Okay.
All right.
That's
How does it go? How did you like this?
It's good. I mean, it's nice to take a moment to just step back and just be introspective of, you know, the experiences that we've been through and where we're at, to really understand, you know, our place in the world, be present in the moment and breathe and take it all in. So yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of just take a little bit of an insight, a reflection in, you know what I mean, and kind of see where have we grown. You know, it's like looking in a mirror and where have we grown and what do we still have to work on, what still needs to be healed, you know, and who is helping us and who, you know, is not around us, and how can we pull people closer. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, honey. So I just feel like it's always very, very important to keep that open mind. So what we'll do is I'm going to pull a card for you.
Okay.
All right, pull a card for you. Unless you have any questions, and then we'll start pulling cards for people and see what they would, what kind of cards they would like, and see what kind of information we have. Any questions for me before we start the cards, Colby?
No, that was super fun.
Fun, right?
Now I'm ready for this card.
Now you're ready for the card.
Coming at me with all this stuff.
It's a lot of information. I mean, you're probably going to go through a little bit of a paralysis, like a psychic paralysis or whatnot. You know what I mean? But tell your mother also, I feel like sleepless nights or crying with her father. I feel like she was very close to her father. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do feel like sleepless nights, crying and whatnot. He hears her. I feel like she's communicating. So just give her peace of mind that he is at peace. All right. And that he hears everything that she says. Okay. Very important.
However, if you are interested in getting a reading, get your cards, check his profile, link to the website. And he's accessible. Get your own private time, just like I just got. It was great for me, so I recommend it.
Thank you so much, Colby. I appreciate it. If you're not following Colby, he's amazing. All of his content is amazing.
Thank you.
I've been a fan for a very, very long time, actually, since your Andrew Christian days. So it was a pleasure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Way back then.
Way back when. A huge fan. And we have the same kind of dog, just so you know. Because I saw you.
A Shiba?
I have a Shiba.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they are quite personality driven. They are a lot.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. He is important. He is pretty, and everything revolves around him. He is something.
Sounds like my dog 100%. Yeah. Mine is 15 and a half years old.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mine's about to turn 3.
Yeah, and he's still as beautiful as the day he was born. He is just a studly man, and he's gorgeous. And they are personality till the end. So.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I know. They're great. They're just amazing. I just love them so much. But Thank you so much, Colby. I really appreciate you doing this with me, being the first reading.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. No, it was a pleasure meeting with you and doing this. Again, if you're not following Colby, please follow Colby. Please follow me. Appreciate the love and the support. Thank you for the first episode of Reading the King. I'll be doing another Reading the King on July 27th with another Andrew Christian model. Fun times, fun times, fun times. So join me. And Reading the Queen will be next week with Selena Estides. Very excited. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Colby, have a great one and have a great weekend. Love and light. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Wow. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.